Hey guys, Coruscant. Coruscant 23 from Anime Core. Sorry, I'm like I just had a little bit of trouble getting this LP started. Last time, as you guys recall, we pretty much got to, we pretty much started the prologue and we got to this area. And now we're gonna continue on. And boy, this looks trouble. So, I was supposed to do my anime review for the Worlds and Harem, but apparently the company or whatever for a couple of the songs I was trying to use decided to file copyright strike against me. So, I'm really pissed. So this is Orbis Calaglia.
That's...
Ganymede Castle, stronghold of Lord Balsef, self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the gates of fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go.
Alright. So, yes. Apparently I got copyright. Apparently, the two Japanese companies filed against me a copyright claim against me because I was using some music of theirs. Decided to file copyright strike against me, or copyright claim against me, even though it falls under fair use.
If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
Alright. So yes, pretty much you can play in semi-auto mode, manual, and you can also play in auto. I prefer semi-auto, so there you go.
Don't go charging off like that!
You're mine! It's over!
Already, don't let them form attack! Mirage!
Here I go! I'm only getting started! Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
And it's coming! This is it! Dig deep!
Easier said than done. Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
I'm sure I can
we
put
go.
this to use.
And we will be doing some weapon
Don't
upgrading
fight any
later.
enemies you can otherwise avoid, alright?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
So yeah, so while you're resting at a campground, you can pretty much converse with your party, essentially. And you can also do some cooking as well on the side. Which actually...
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
I've never just
So
sat
yes.
and watched a fire like this before. It's surprisingly soothing.
Well, aren't you getting comfortable? You realize there are still Zeugles prowling around out here, right?
Ah, don't be a spoilsport. It's important to let your mind and spirit relax. Does you a lot more good than you might think.
So yes, I do actually enjoy cooking. I finally actually managed to do a little bit of shopping finally. So now I'm fully stocked on food. And yeah, so yeah, you can cook in this game, and stuff like that. And I will probably do Final Fantasy XIV at a later date as a Let's Play.
Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renin, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
a Renin?
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renin as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renin as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renins. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Danon agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danons?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What do you mean?
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still,
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
You're not gonna ask me about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now, I think that's good enough.
Right. Thank you.
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Ah, fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Danons are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renins are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danons as mere siphons.
right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Danans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Danans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together, we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
I've gotta hurry.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
All right.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Danan. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegus. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegus? You mean the same Lenegus that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
Alright. Let us continue. So yes, you're gonna end up seeing a lot of skits happening.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Definitely.
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
Yeah. So yeah, there are giant Zoogles roaming around, but you have to be at a certain level in order to take
We've
one on.
almost
So
made it to Ulzebek.
best. So yeah, it's best not to
this
go
thing?
after one. So yeah, so we got mushroom. Oh yeah, and there is one guy that you will bump into along your travels, and he will teach you a cuisine of some kind. So there you go.
Normally I don't pick on this.
It's over! You're mine! Swallow blade!
See ya!
It's over!
Mega Ray!
Don't go
Here I
charging
come.
off like that.
It's
Guess
over.
we gotta roll with it.
Here I come! You're finished!
Here's a healing art!
I'll run you
First
through.
aid!
That is coming. Talent. This is it. Dig deep.
Easier said than done.
No excuses. This is up to us. That's you right up. Come on.
No escape!
Talent store.
I can feel my precision improving.
Okay, people. This is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Danins. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
Alrighty. So yeah. So you're gonna be spending pretty much like the first half in this area, but then eventually you'll move on to other realms and such. So there you go. Yay.
What's this?
Ooh, an apple gel. So yes, apple gels pretty much restore about 20 to 30% of your HP. There's other ones that can restore, I believe a peach gel restores about, I think, like 60%. And I forget the other one that restores your HP to 80%. But yes, apparently, unlike other JRPG games, most of these Tales of games only allow you to keep 15 of them. I don't know why, but I think that's kind of stupid. Like, I remember in the original Final Fantasy VII, you could actually keep a total of... what was it? You could keep a total of, like, 99. That's how much you can keep. So yeah, any potions you ran out of in Final Fantasy VII, you can just buy as much as you need. But in this game, you're only limited to 15, which is kind of sad.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balsef.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay? Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream. I'm afraid we don't have any Renin clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renin. Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nath and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renin around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danons that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renin's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renins, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renins, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do. And I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
Alrighty. Now, I think I didn't introduce this in the last episode. I mean, in the prologue, but yeah. So essentially, in this game, you can swap out outfits and such like that. So, let's see. Oh. Dang it. Dang. Thought I had more, because I know I unlocked the DLC, so. Ooh. I do sense a Hoodle. I believe he's up here. So yeah, that's what you will actually end up coming across. Let's see. Where is it? I think it may be. God, he sensed the hoodle, but yeah, I can't find it. Where's that goddamn? Oh, there we go. There's the ladder. I was like thinking I somehow missed it. Hoodle. Ah, here we go. There's the hoodle.
That's an unusual bird.
It's an owl. They're often used as a symbol to represent ancient Dana.
So yeah, with the hoodles, if you find one, they'll actually give you something nice. So yeah, they're kind of a new thing in this game compared to like past Tales games. Alrighty. So let's see.
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here
So
who
yeah.
needs our help.
So yes, there are going to be a lot of side questing they can do, and you can do as much as you want. You don't have to like literally do them. It's not really required, but it's a good opportunity, especially if you need money.
Hey.
Yes!
I guess. Got it.
Alright, so this is our first side quest. So yeah, subquest or side quest, basically you talk to someone with the letter icon, and if you clear them up, you get special rewards. They could be money, they could be something that may be super useful, a weapon, an accessory, anything of that sort. So, there you go.
I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe. But I'll settle for hopeful. We know now that not everyone is rolling over for the Renans.
Oh, that's right. Let's see. Uh-oh. should be over here.
What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there!
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on! Xion, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us, and it's still not enough! They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests!
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Is this a cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renin wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renins can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will, and see it through to the end.
Then we'd better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renins.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
Indeed. So I'll have to find some other time to do another anime review. Because I don't think I'm gonna do the anime Worlds and Harem. But I will probably do it as a recommendations video though. Unfortunately. Wow. Let's see, yeah. Wow. She's smart, actually. Yeah. Man. Yeah, when adults say that they look sad and they say someone's gone, they really mean they're dead. So, yeah. That is the reality we live in. Alrighty. Oh yeah. So these this is basically the skill tree. So with basically skill trees you can actually get new skills. And some actually may be useful. So yeah, as you fulfill requirements for each of your characters, you can earn titles for them, which unlock art and skills that they can then learn, and it makes fight easier. So definitely take use of that. And you can spend skill points to learn arts and skills, which grant powerful effects, and it makes, making it worthwhile while to spend your SP early and often. And yeah, it can be accessed by pressing B, which I did not know about. And if there's a skill you want to learn but just don't have an SP yet, highlight it in the skill and then press F. Doing so will... That's kind of cool. So, for the time being, we don't have much, but hey, it's a cool skill to learn. Alright. I think I'm going to call this a video for now. So I think in the next episode, we will continue on with learning more stuff to do, and yeah, I look forward to seeing some more awesome content. I'm sorry if I couldn't get the anime review for World's End Harem up today, because unfortunately, I really hate when people like literally copyright claim something when it actually falls under fair use. And I feel like a lot of what I feel, because I know Square Enix always pulls this off, is whenever you're doing a Let's Play for Kingdom Hearts and the intro or the opening is actually playing, somehow Square Enix always somehow seems to copyright it even though it falls under fair use, because clearly you're just doing a Let's Play of it. So fair use is fair use, but I feel like a lot of Japanese companies and people in general just don't understand don't understand the premise of fair use. Like, they literally don't understand it. I don't know why, but that's just how it is. But anyways, enough of my ranting. If you like this episode, definitely comment down below. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit the bell icon, and be sure to come back on a weekly basis. I'm going to be uploading on a weekly basis from now on. So, yeah. Look forward to seeing some more awesome anime content, as well as gaming content, and all that goodness, alright? So with that, this is Core923 from Anime Core, and I'll see you guys next time. Be sure you guys also check me out on social media, Discord. I have a Discord server. The link to that is in the description. If for some reason you can't seem to access the Discord server, you can leave a comment. Leave in the comment section, and I will get back to you with a new link, so that way you can gain access to it. Alright? And you can also join me on Facebook and Twitter as well. Alright? Again, this is Core923 from Anime Core, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.